All right, guys, this is a dark mode test or night mode, dark lighting test of the Osmo 3 in an environment with a lot of bright city lights, but a fairly dark sky today. I'm out at the East Coast Park Precinct, Fortress Hill, Hong Kong. And so far it seems to be pretty okay with these lights. That's towards North Point. And if you move a bit more towards the other side, Kowloon, at least on my display, the light is bleeding a lot into the sky. It doesn't look that white above that building with the ad on it, which, again, on the screen, I can't see anything, but in reality, the white building has a green circle in the middle, and then the right building has some scrolling text. But it's pretty far, so maybe it's just the zoom. Let's try the digital zoom as well. Okay, once you zoom, you can kind of tell there's stuff going on a bit better. Definitely not as good as real life. Another thing is, I don't know for sure if the display on this is 10-bit. I know it's OLED, but yeah, okay, let's keep going. Towards TST, again, and the left side is central. Let's try and zoom it both together and see what we get. All right. K11 looks pretty good, which is this building in the kind of golden. I think because it is dark, the light bleed isn't excessive on it, maybe. And then over towards Hong Kong Island side. That's central. You can see IFC looks kind of fuzzy. Let's try zooming in a bit more. I think the zoom on this is digital. I'm shooting 1080p though, so I don't know if it'll expand to like 4K res and then zone in or whatever. Okay, let's pan towards Wan Chai and Causeway Bay. And then zoom back out. Yeah, so I think this is definitely how the sky is more realistic looking like. But I think when there's no bright lights, it's definitely compensating quite a bit for the lack of it, and it just thinks that it needs to make it bright. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I think even while shooting, I can control the exposure. Oh shit! Okay, yeah, that's way better. So this is pretty much what it looks like if you were standing here in real life. Okay, so I'm right now at minus 2.0 EV. And if I go back up to, let's try -1. Yeah, it's a bit too bright. Okay, cool. So I didn't know this setting exists. This definitely makes it better. -3 is a bit too dark. Yeah, let's stick to -2.0. Well, let's see what happens if I go with this exposure back to the kind of bright side of stuff. Okay, wow, it's definitely more realistic, but as a result of this, you don't get the low light performance of the kind of darker areas. So let me try bumping this up to -1, a little bit better. But I guess if you are shooting, like your targets are people and stuff, then maybe keeping it at 0 with a bit more clarity is better. Let's walk around towards the bright lights and see how that performance goes. So you see some buildings, highway. All right, walking towards Causeway Bay. I'm wearing the DJI Mic too, by the way, so let's see if it picks up people around me's voices. Just walk past some group of people talking in Cantonese. And I guess if you were to focus on people, this is nice. But if you wanted the nice city lights, then I think -1, still not as good as -2. Let's try walking with -2 for a bit. Okay. -2 looks way better in terms of lighting. And then over here, you got the Victoria Harbor kind of sign thingy going on. You can see there's people in front of me, but it's very hard to see them on the display because it's so dark with the -2 EV. But the buildings do look way better. Right, as another example, there's like some slides and some kids here, but you can barely see it. Let me go back up to 0 EV. Yeah, so that's kind of what the slides look like in real life, but then again, right away those buildings are a bit too, I don't know what the word for this is, fuzzy? Polluting? All right. Now that we also have the reflection in the water, it'll be fun to test it out again. So again, from 0 EV, let's go down to -1 first. Okay. That's -1. Again, there's a bit of bleed. Let's see if we'll catch this ferry coming by. Pretty decent. It's kind of how it looks. Can't quite see inside. Though the contrast is better in real life, I guess. And then let's go down to -2. Okay. Yeah, this captures the building lights way better. Even across as we go into Causeway Bay, the more residential side of things. Pan over to Kowloon. Oh, the egg is in the way. Let's walk to the other side of the egg. Let me take it back up to 0 for the walk. With the light bleed going on. All right. All right, so this is definitely not what you want to use if there's how to dodge those people. Not what you want to use to get nice late night shots. It's quite windy as well, but I have the fuzzy filter, or whatever you call it, which you put on top of the mic. So that's definitely better. Ooh. My arm is starting to hurt a bit. Okay, so from here I'm going to switch back to -2 and then we'll walk around this thing. All right, -2. Cool. Way prettier. Right, so a better view of the Fortress Hill side of things. I think most of these buildings are residential. I could be wrong. Oh, definitely some are industrial. Right, I think that's Whampoa area, if I'm not mistaken. Could be very wrong. Whampoa, Kwantong, the likes. Over to East Chimchachoe, and then TST itself. Now even -2 is starting to look a little bad, actually, that we've come a bit closer. Let's move it to TST and Central. It does go lower, so let's try that. -3, the lowest. Can't really tell a difference. Yeah. -1. Yeah, okay. -1 is way different, but 2 and 3. So this is 3, and this is 2. I can't see anything. Then again, I keep repeating myself, but maybe the display on this can't differentiate between the two either. All right, continuing on. All right, just the brighter lights. Let's try a combination of zoom and the exposure thing. So let's zoom in on these guys and go from -2 to -3. Okay, that's definitely made a difference. -2, -1, and 0. Yeah. Cool, let's look at the rest of it in 0. Zoom out. I think even for walking around, -1 is probably a bit better. Less harsh on your guys' eyes, perhaps. Alright, I don't know what else I could test in terms of low light performance. I guess one option is to walk into a light and see how it adapts. Let's do that. Like this kind of light. So just for context, it's a -1 EV right now. Right up to this light. Wow, that's pretty good. Considering I'm right here. Let's try that again at 0 EV. All right. That side of stuff is definitely good. Oh cool, they opened this connection thing now. This was not open earlier. Though I doubt it goes all the way to Causeway Bay, which is somewhere there. So now it's like some bright foreground. The contrast behind being the dark sky. And then some bright spots of the buildings. Let's take a look at this fishing spot. Well, that's actually more like a dock kind of thing. Way darker. No surface lights. All 0 EV so far. Cool. I think that's a dead end. Yeah, but the fire station is there, so actually, I think this opening right here lets you go there. Let's just go check it out so we get some more kind of footage near cars and stuff. You can see the performance there. So walking around, There's a lot of loud noise from the highway right above. So that's a good, I guess, test if the mic picks that up. What's this? McLaren? All right. Let's look at these green plants. The colors do look pretty good. Of course, the city does have a lot of light for, well, what time is it? 10:20? I guess this doesn't quite connect to the fire station, but let me duck and go under this guy. And whoa! All right. Yeah, there's no pedestrian crossing to go there. Though traffic should stop because there's a crossing up ahead. So I guess I could wait for a break and then run across, maybe. Let's see how much stuff this picks up. So people are crossing up ahead, so I guess it's green. Cool. Little park kind of thing. What is that? Looks like it's a water dispenser or something. How do I get there? It is a water dispenser. Color doesn't look as good. I think I have to go to -1 EV. Ooh. Yeah, the green looks quite nice. Let's take it back up to 0 so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. What does it say? Wave over sensor, open the door. Is it free? I can't bring your own. Oh, well, I don't have a bottle. Oh, nice. I don't have a bottle, otherwise I would have filled that up. Too bad. And then another little typhoon shelter for boats. This would probably look better at -1 or something. Yeah, way nicer. Just stick around with -1.3 for a bit. See how that is. Just for some comparison to what we were seeing earlier. Oh, this connects from here. It's not too bad. Revitalized Typhoon Shelter Precinct. So we're here, and we could walk all the way over to, it's like Causeway Bay. Not that I'm gonna go that far. It's definitely a little dark. I mean, just this area in general. Bit of an unofficial beach, I guess. Though with these spikes, I think that's to keep you out from this thing. Because going here looks pretty trivial. Better not risk it in case this guy snaps across my face or something. So I guess you do have to go around the fire station to get to the Causeway Bay side of things. It's this way. We're at minus 0.3, but by the way, EV. I don't know what EV means. I thought it's like exposure balance, but then there's the V, so exposure variation, maybe? But it's appropriate. I mean, it really is this bright right now at 10:30 p.m. on a Tuesday night. That one was really loud, so let's see what the mic picks of that. All right, there's the fire station. And towards Causeway Bay, towards Victoria Park. Unfortunately, the light is just ending. I could run across, but too late. Maybe this one would be green. Oh, perfect. All right, let's go this way. Cool, I think that's enough low light testing. It's pretty bright now, so wilderness area. Hopefully this will be of use to someone thinking to buy this guy.